morning, dear student. Welcome to e-learning classes managed by Modern Institute of Higher Education, Nawab. Dear student, myself Sujay Kumar, your mathematics teacher, Modern English School, New Area, Nawab. Dear student, today I started new chapter and that name is real number. The syllabus of this chapter in your book is first chapter, but in according to syllabus your school, this chapter have to read in month of June. So now I start real number. Real number, previous classes you know about real number. All number, combination of rational, irrational are called real number. The square of any number is positive, then it is also called real number. That means already read in previous classes, that is integer, rational, irrational, natural, whole number, rational number, irrational number, fraction, all are real. That means up to class 10 you know about any numbers, that it is clear that number are real number. So now see here some definition first you find out in this chapter, then I solve the problem of this chapter. Now see here. Real number, lemma. What is lemma? Lemma is a proven statement. That means like as lemma is a proven statement used for proving another statement. Like as axiom. In geometry, you know about axiom, that axiom is a statement which is not required to prove. Similarly here, lemma is a proven statement. That's all it is proved. A statement used for proving another statements. That lemma is the proven statement. It is only used to prove for other statement. Next, in your syllabus, it is very important for the board examinations. 2 marks, that is Euclid division's lemma. What is Euclid division's lemma? For any two given positive integers a and b, for any two given positive integers a and b, there exists a unique whole number q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, where r is greater and equal to 0 and less than b. What is Euclid division's lemma? For any two given positive integers a and b, there exists a unique whole number q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, where r is greater and equal to 0 and less than b. Otherwise you can say that a is any number and divided by b, then we get q is the quotient and r is the remainder. So we can write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. It is dividend, it is quotient, it is remainder, it is divisor. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. And the remainder is always less than the divisor. And remainder is always less than the divisor. So here write when a divided by b, then we get quotient is q and remainder is r. So it is a unique relation between them, and that relation is a is equal to bq plus r, where r is greater and equal to 0 and less than b. That means sometimes r may be 0, otherwise it is less than the divisor. So you can write the statement according to book. Otherwise, you can also write the statement by self that A and B are positive integers. When A is divided by B and we get Q is the quotient and R is remainder, then is a relation between them, that is A is equal to BQ plus R, where R is less than equal to 0 and R is greater than equal to 0 but less than the B. It is called Euclid division's lemma. And last definition is a logarithm. A logarithm, like its lemma, an logarithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a method for solving a certain type of problems. Again, what is a logarithm? An logarithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a method for solving a certain type of problem. So it is a method, a logarithm is a method solving type of problem with well-defined types. Now see example first. That is a number when divided by 73. A number when divided by 73 gives 34 as quotient and 23 as remainder. Then find the number. Then it is clear. A number is divided by 73. We get 34 as a quotient and 23 as remainder. Then it is clear you have found the number. That means you find to dividend. You have found a number, that means when you divide 73 by a number and gives 34 quotient and 23 remainder, then it is clear you have to find dividend. So I write here we have division is equal to 73. That number divides, that is called division. So division is 73. Quotient is 34 and remainder is 23. And your question, what is the number? What is the number means what is the dividend? So I write the formula, that is by equivalent division a logarithm. Division a logarithm, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. What is divisor? 73 into quotient 34 plus remainder 23. When you multiply, you get 2482 and plus 23. When you add, then you get 2505. That is your solution. Now example 2, that is use Euclid logarithm to find the HCF of 272 and 1032. Here are two numbers, 272 and 1032. So it is larger, it is smaller. The rule of the division method to find the HCF is larger work as a dividend and a smaller work as a divisor. When you divide this larger number by divisor, then you get remainder is 216. And now remainder is work as a divisor and this divisor work as a dividend. So this is 272, 1 times, that is 260. Now remainder is 56. So now it is divisor and it is dividend 3 times. Now 48 remainder. So it is divisor 56. It is 8 and 8 6 done. So 8 is the HCF. But your question is to solve by Euclid logarithm. So first you divide and find the HCF by division methods, and then you solve like a by Euclid's method. You write 1032 is equal to what? 272 into 3 plus 216. Next, what is 272? You write 216 into 1 plus 56. Next, 216. 56 into 3 plus 48. Next, what is 56? you write 48 into 1 plus 8. 48 into 1 plus 8. Last 48, 8 into 6 plus 0. That is remainder 0. So now HCF is 8. And the divisor of the last step is called HCF. So dear student, when your question is find the HCF by equivalent division methods, then first you find HCF by division methods, and first you find division method. Otherwise, you can also solve this in the rough, and then with the help of this division method, you can write by Euclid's methods. So this is a dividend. So first you write as a dividend, a division into quotient plus remainder. Next, this is dividend. You write dividend, division into quotient plus remainder. Third, it is dividend. You write here dividend, division into quotient plus remainder. Last, it is 56. It is dividend, division into quotient plus remainder. And last dividend is 48, and it is 8 into 6. There is no remainder. So your HCF is 8. So first you solve by division method and then by Euclid's methods. That's. Now see, that is example 2. Use Euclid's algorithm to find the HCF. That is example 3. HCF of 196 and 38,220. I write HCF of 196 and 38,220. Here is, this is the larger number and this is the smaller. So first larger number work as a dividend and a smaller work as a divisor to divide it. So there is when you divide, so it is not a remainder. So never write like this. Clearly when remainder, then you try to solve by that method. So only first divide clear way. 196 and 382. So 1 times 196. Now subtract 186 we get. 2 is here, then 1862. Now 9s are, we get 1764. Subtract, then we get 98. Here is 0 and 5s are 980. Now no any remainder. So by Euclid's methods, you write dividend equal to division into quotient plus remainder. Remainder is 0. Then remainder is 0. Then that is divisor is the HCF. So when the remainder is 0, so divisor is 196. So HCF is 196. Now see example 4 of exercise 1. Use Euclid's algorithm to find HCF. First your work. Using Euclid's algorithm, find HCF of 1651 and 2032. Then first you find the HCF, then express HCF in the form 1651 m plus 2032 n. That means at the place of mn is what? When you substitute the value mn, then it is equal to HCF. So dear student, first you find the HCF with the help of Euclid divisions method. So I told you before these questions that first you solve the problem of HCF by division method. Here are two numbers. One is 1651 and other is 2032. It is greater, it is a smaller. So it is work as dividend, it is work as a division. So if 2032 divided by 1651 1 times, you get here 381, that is remainder, and this remainder now divide division 651 4 times, that is 1524. Now remainder is 127. Now it is work as a divisor and it is dividend. Then it is 3 times and it is cancelled. That means remainder is 0. So HCF is 127. Now arrange as Euclid division methods. Dividend is equal to division into quotient plus remainder. Here is dividend, division into quotient plus remainder. Next dividend, division into quotient plus remainder. Division into quotient plus remainder. Third, dividend, division into quotient plus remainder. Okay, quotient plus remainder. Now remainder is 0. So it is clear the HCF is 127. And now I saw how you can express that this HCF 127 is equal to 1651 m plus 2032. Now see. So now students, your question is, you express the HCF in the form of this 1651 m plus 2032 n is equal to HCF, that is HCF is 127. So first by Euclid method we find out 2032 it is greater than 381 by Euclid method. From which questions you find, which term you find 127 HCF. When you find here 127, then you get 127 is equal to 127. So we find the value of 127 from here. When you find 127 from here, then you get that is 381 by 3 is equal to 127. Then both are the same. So this from this step you can't find the value of 127. So dear student, we find the value of 127 from second step. So we write here second step 1651 is equal to 381 into 4 plus 127. It is the HCF and I want to value of this HCF. So it is 127. So it is 1651 and this is the plus. So go that side, that is minus 381 into 4 and remaining is 127. Next, it is 6051 and it is 381. This is 381. You change in the form of this. So 381 is equal to 2032 minus 1651 into 1. This 381 is equal to 2032 minus 1651 into 1. So I write here, this is 381, it is equal to 2032 minus 651 into 1. It is the value of the 381. This is the term at the place of 381. Why write this? Because your question is only in the form of 1651 and 2030. So I convert the all number in the form of this. So we change this 381 in the form of here. Now next step, it is 6051 and when you multiply by 4, then you get minus 232 into 4 because here is minus. And here is minus, then minus minus plus 1651 into 4 because 4 multiply with there and also multiply with there. And it's got to remain what? 127. Next step, it is 651 here and 651 into 4 is there. That means here is 4 times, here is 1 time. So total 651 is 5 times. Here is 1 times, you see here like 651 plus 1651 into 4. You can write it is common like then it is 1 plus 4. That is you get 1651 into 5. Here is 4. So we write this and this plus it 1651 into 5 minus 2032 into 4. What you get? Here is 1651 into 5 and this minus I write with 4. So plus 2032 into minus 4 is equal to 127. So your form is like 1651 m plus 2032 n is equal to 127. So comparison between them. What is the m? It is 1651. It is 1651. M here is 5. It is 2032. Here is 2032. Here is n. Here is minus 4. It's equal to 127. That means m is 5 and n is minus 4. That means two numbers here is 2032 and 1651. When you substitute at m as a 5 and n as a minus 4, when you solve it, then it is clear you get it is equal to 127. So your question is, you write in the form of this, then it is equal to express, it is equal to HCF of this number, and that number HCF is 127. Then it is clear when you substitute the value of m 5 and n minus 4, then you get it is 127. Next problem you solve in next class.